guys, this is Ralph from Ralph's Guitar Lessons, and today I have a very important lesson for all you new guitar players out there. There's one chord that will stop any progress you make on guitar with a screeching halt, and that is the F chord. All of the songs that I played in the intro of this video that were very popular songs featured this F major chord. So if you want to get better at guitar, which I know you want to, you're here, so you wouldn't be here otherwise if you weren't trying to be the best guitar player you could possibly be. You need to learn this F chord so you can learn more songs and you can become the most adept guitar player possible. So I'm going to show you how to do that later in this video. On this channel, I'm going to help you to become the best guitar player that you can be. So be sure to subscribe to this channel. That way you can stay up to date with all my guitar lesson videos. Also, be sure to like the video if you learned something. And if you have any questions for me, or if there's a particular type of lesson that you want to see, be sure to write it down in the comments. That way I know what to make for you guys. That way you can get better at guitar as fast as possible. Alright, so let's get into the F chord and we'll break down why it's so brutal for beginners and also why being able to play this guitar is so important. So at this point you've probably played chords maybe like E minor, A minor, G, and C. These are all very popular guitar chords, and I have videos on showing you how to play these other chords in other lessons. So I'll put links to those in the description. But there's one common thing with these chords that won't expose new players, and that's missing from them, and that's called what we call barring, where you're barring your finger across multiple strings to play, multiple parts of the chord, right? So like in C major, for instance, each finger has its own specific chord. There's not like, it's like the index finger here is only holding the first fret of the B string. It's not doing anything else. But with F major, you are being forced to do that. So that's F major, and at bare minimum to play that chord, you have to bar your index finger across two strings. So I've got it on the first fret of the B and the E string. And now I'm adding notes as I go. So you might be thinking, well, like I can just avoid playing the F chord forever. Like I don't have to play F. I'll, only play songs that don't include F, but you're severely limiting yourself. If you're doing something, you might as well do it well. And this F chord is going to be in a lot of songs. And if you try to change the songs to accommodate the chords that you're only willing to play, it'll actually be harder because now you're stepping to an area of theory that is actually just more difficult than just getting over it and just playing the F chord. So, and the thing is, if you're able to learn barring like this, you're going to be able to do so much more because you can do that barring what is called double stops or intervals. You can do that during your solos. So if you want to get better at playing guitar solos or improvising, learning how to bar is incredibly effective. And then as far as chord playing goes, like Rock and Roll Coochie Coo, that's got full on bar chords where I'm taking my index finger and barring it across every single string. It allows me to play chords in any spot of the guitar neck, and I'll be able to play minor and major chords. So learning this little F chord is really, really important for your development as a musician. So all it does is it takes a little bit of practice. You want to learn this shape first and then work into this shape. You can work on the fundamentals that make it work well for you at the same time, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So it's all about working on the barring because these two notes, they're important, but not so much getting the barring because you're already doing something like this. If you're playing C major, you're kind of already making that shape with your middle and ring fingers, right? So we're going to focus on the barring. So you can probably already just use your index finger to play the F string on the first fret. So now what you need to do is you need to take your index finger, put on the first fret of the B string, hold that, and then lay it down. And I'm using my thumb and putting it right on the back of the neck, right behind where my index finger will be. And I'm just putting the tip of my finger closer to the B string and then flattening it across the high E string. And you want to get comfortable playing that. That's really important, because once you master that, the rest of it's pretty easy, because all you're going to have to do is you'll be playing your regular chords and then get comfortable with switching to that pattern right there. So once you get this down, that is a lot of the legwork. And then putting on the middle finger will be a next hurdle for you most likely. But once you get that feeling comfortable, the chord really starts to build out because you're adding extra notes to it. So you'll see the fruits of your labor grow right before your eyes when you're adding more notes to it. And then you can put down the ring finger to finish out the rest of the chords. So at this point, you should be feeling pretty good. And continue with that by, you can move this shape around. The tab for the F chord is 1 and 1 on the B string with your index, 2 on the G string with your middle finger, and then 3 on the D with your ring. And then you can slide that up accordingly to get other chords. And actually this right here is the G chord, just played with different fingers on different frets with different notes essentially. So you're really rounding out your skills here. And as you're working on that, I highly advise working on barring the entire nut here. And I'm going to create a later video on this on full bar chords, but just getting strong at putting your thumb right behind the neck of the guitar like this and barring everything and not letting any of your notes buzz will really build good hand dexterity and strength to allow you to play bar chords up and down the guitar neck a lot better. So it's the same concept as playing the fret down here. You're going to take your index finger, like the tip of it, and put it on the low F. And then you're going to flatten it out and then squeeze that with your thumb at the same time. So I'm creating almost like a vice grip. And it's going to create kind of like a funky sounding chord, but in later lessons I'll show you this. Once you add to this, you're going to create a really strong sounding major chord, and that'll build your hand strength and your guitar playing ability and your ceiling to a very high level. Because once you can bar that, you can do so much more. It really will turn like a very novice beginner into a strong intermediate guitar player, because a lot of players don't know how to do bar chords, period. They just focus on those open string chords or maybe just the intermediate F, right? So again, to start out, you're going to take your index finger at the tip and bar over the high E and the B. Then you're going to add in your middle finger on the second fret of the G, and then your ring finger on the third fret of the D to get that nice sounding F chord. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. If there's anything about this that you think I missed, just let me know. If there's specific lessons that you want to see that I haven't covered yet, make sure to also write that in the comments. If you like these lesson videos, which I'm pretty sure you did, if you're at the end of the video, you enjoyed this and you learned something, subscribe for more guitar lessons that are going to be coming out regularly, and like the video. It really helps me out. And if you have somebody that's like a friend who's playing guitar and you're growing with them, I highly advise sharing this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day and continue to jam on.